ES Audio.
From the Evening Standard in London, I'm Mark Blunden and this is The Leader. It's the capital's biggest rail project since, well, a very long time, eclipsing the Overground upgrade and Jubilee Line extension. We're promised Crossrail will be up and running in the not-too-distant future this year, and although the powers that be are staying schtum over exactly when, there's suggestion that May is the month. Now, the central part of the purple £19 billion Elizabeth line is being tested to eventually whizz commuters from Abbey Wood in southeast London into Paddington. And as offices grind back into post-COVID life, how busy will the new line be at rush hour? And how much does cash-strapped Transport for London hope to squeeze out of passengers? The Standard City Hall editor Ross Lydall went on a test return trip between Paddington and Liverpool Street, and on board he quizzed Mayor Sadiq Khan, Crossrail CEO Mark Wilde and TfL Chief Andy Byford. And we'll start with the Mayor.
I'm really excited. I mean, it is a wow factor when you come on the Elizabeth line. We're doing trial operations. We're on plan to open the Elizabeth line in the first half of this year, Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee year. I've been on a train from Paddington to Liverpool Street, a 12-minute journey. The signalling is working really well.
It's going to increase capacity by about 10%, but do we actually need that just now because of the return to work has been a bit slow?
We absolutely need to increase the public transport capacity in London, but also in the southeast. We need to encourage people to leave their cars at home and to walk or cycle or use public transport. What we also need to do is to entice people from working from home to working in the office. And what better way to entice people than increased capacity, increased connectivity and supporting jobs and growth. And also the great thing about these stations is they go from Reading all the way to Shenfield.
It was meant to open back in December 2018. Why has it taken so long to get to this stage?
Well, what's clear is a mess was made when Crossrail Limited were in charge of this in relation to them not understanding what was required for the Elizabeth line to open, but also not having a plan how the Elizabeth line opened. It was in August before the December where we discovered the train line wouldn't open. Since then, we've had a separate team of experts come in to help us, and I'm grateful for them. And from October 2020, we and TfL have been responsible for the Elizabeth line. And the good news is, since we made plans in October 2020, those plans have come to fruition, and we're on schedule to open this line in the first half of this year.
And here's Crossrail Chief Executive Mark Wilde.
Trial operations is the final phase before opening, and it's really for the operations and maintenance crews to get ready. You can imagine taking on an asset of this size is quite some undertaking. And the day it opens, we want it to be flawless, which is why we're a little bit cagey about the opening date. It's simply we want this to be the best it possibly can be.
And have there been any issues in the trial operations phase just now, either in terms of stations or the trains?
Trial operations has gone well. There haven't been any real issues particularly. We've learned a lot though, people and processes, people bedding into their new rules, their new operating procedures. So it's been very, very valuable. But no, it's gone very well. And we start mass volunteer exercises from the middle of February for about 5 weeks, and they'll be very exciting as well.
And now Ross's interview continues, speaking to TfL boss Andy Byford.
When are you going to open Crossrail?
Well, I want to be certain that it's reliable. No one would thank me if we opened these beautiful stations and the service wasn't 100% reliable. But the good news is we're nearly there. We're still in the process at the moment of what we call trial operations, which is practicing operational scenarios. So that program is about halfway through. Once that concludes, I will then need to make a decision. Are we ready to open or aren't we? If it takes a couple more weeks, a few more weeks after trial operations to make sure that the service can be reliable, I want a flawless opening. And so we'll be able to firm up on the date as soon as possible. But right now, I want to be certain that the service will be reliable to open.
Some people may wonder whether we actually need Crossrail now because of the pandemic and the change in work patterns. What's your answer to that?
I think that already the case for Crossrail is made. There's been huge economic benefit, not only in the construction of Crossrail that has benefited industries and businesses throughout the UK, but already we're seeing huge line-side developments out east and out west, where new office buildings are being built, new homes are being built. So I believe in London. I think London will bounce back after COVID. Maybe things will be slightly different, but I think over time the case will be proven, and that we'll be glad that we did build this state-of-the-art system that will serve London well into the future.
Will passengers pay the same fare as they do on the tube, or will there be premium rates? Has it been decided yet?
Yeah, the fare structure for Crossrail will be integrated within the existing pay-as-you-go system for the tube. So we want to make this absolutely seamless. So if you've got an Oyster, if you use pay-as-you-go, all you'll do is tap as you usually do, and you're good to go on this beautiful new railway.
What difference is it going to make to London?
I think this will make a complete transformation to London. I mean, not only will it add, at a stroke, 10% of capacity to London's mass transport network, as you can see, it will also offer state-of-the-art, clean, spacious, beautiful surroundings, but you'll be able to get from Canary Wharf to Heathrow in around 40 minutes, Liverpool Street to Paddington in 11 minutes. It will be completely transformative. And I think also the other aspect will be, it'll be a huge morale boost to London post-COVID. This is to me the ultimate symbol of the city's emergence from COVID, this beautiful state-of-the-art railway which will serve us for many, many years to come.
There's more news and features in the Evening Standard newspaper and online at standard.co.uk. That's The Leader. We're back on Thursday at 4 p.m.